Hi, everyone. I'm going over this TED Talk worksheet with you because tomorrow we are going through and watching a TED Talk with Mike Kenny, a former professional wrestler. So I just wanted to go over the directions with you in case you actually are not in class, and I can post this so you understand what's going on. Uh, this assignment is going to show up in Google Classroom for each one of my blocks, and it's going to have this worksheet. And there is a second page. Just disregard that. I wasn't thinking, and I put the ad in because this one was a good worksheet to go along with it, and had a lot of information that I wanted to cover. So let's look at the top where it says directions. It says view the TED Talk and complete the following grid. If you run out of space on the grid for any of your answers, feel free to continue writing on the back of the sheet. We're not using it as a sheet. You can use a text box. You can make the print smaller. So we can go from there. And the title of the TED Talk, you're going to use your text box. You can pick your color, and you can put the title of the TED Talk. I have the TED Talk link in the Google Classroom, so you can actually take a look at it and click on that link if you can't catch that information. The name of the speaker, and I actually have given you that. I like red, and I told you his name is Mike Kenny. So we have that right there. Date of the TED Talk and the number of views. So you're going to get that information on the TED Talk, and when you look at the website, it's going to show it towards the bottom of the video. And now, what was the speaker's thesis, his main point? And when you look at the title, you'll probably figure that out of this speech. If not, listen to his speech and you will have an idea. And if you notice, everything is numbered, so you can go step by step. All you have to do here is circle any of the following adjectives that describes this TED Talk. It might be humorous, inspiring, persuasive, dull, intellectual, repetitive, or confusing. And you can use the drawing tool, and you can pick your color. Let's say we want lime green. You can circle. You can draw. If you're really poor at drawing like I am, you can underline. If you don't like it, of course, you can go across and erase. And then you could use a shape, which I do worse than drawing. So if I wanted to put it in inspiring, and I still haven't figured out how to do this correctly, so do a better job than I do, which is pretty easy to do. Then we have ethos, is a speaker's ability to build credibility, establish himself, herself, themselves as an expert, and or convince the audience members that the speaker has their best interests at heart. How does the speaker build ethos? Meaning, how does he build, in this case, build credibility? Feel free to also refer to the speaker's profile information from the TED Talk webpage as you build your answer. And when you are looking at the TED Talk webpage, which is, if I go to TED Talk, and you can see that I was looking at some different ones for you guys. You can see, let's just pick this one. And I'm not going to let it, I don't want it to run. There we go. I'm going to stop it. But as you scroll down, you can see the views. You can see the date that this TED Talk happened. And as you scroll further down, Yi Yoon Kim, and it talks about a little bit about what she does. If you wanted more information on her, you could actually Google her. So that should help in understanding the ethos and learning a little bit more about them. Number 7 is pathos, is an appeal to emotions, everything from humor to horror, in order to sway an audience, while logos is the use of data, evidence, to prove one's case. Did this speaker rely more on pathos or logos in his or her presentation? What argument or point in this presentation did you find the most compelling and why? So, is Mike Kenny appealing to your emotional piece, your emotional feelings? Or is he trying to use data or evidence to prove something, to make you think his way? And there again, use your text to, oh, look at that. Hold on. There we go. So now we have number 8. And of course, number 7, you put your text box in there and answer the question. TED Talk presenters are known as effective public speakers. Describe 2 things a speaker does well in terms of engaging the audience, drawing you in, making you interested in what he is sharing. Be sure to include the minute-second mark, example 8.49 seconds, so 8 minutes 49 seconds, to denote the 2 specific moments you discuss here. And if you don't catch this right away, you can scroll through and look back at the TED Talk and put your times in. That's all you need, is to put the times in. I don't need tons of information. But number 9, write 2 specific things you learned from this presentation. You have 1, and it could be, I'm just being kind of silly here. His favorite animal is a sewer rat, which I really hope it isn't, but you never know. And then over here, I could put, he loves polka dots. Of course, we're looking for something a little deeper than that, but you get the point. Number 10, if you could ask the speaker a question about his or her information or presentation, what would you ask? Now, I've watched this presentation quite a few times. I would like to know, what his life is like now. So I would put, and notice I kind of went over, so I can change my font. That's something that you can do. Let's go to 16 there. And make sure you don't click on that red dot, because I do that all the time and my stuff goes away. Number 11, give 1 piece of constructive criticism that would improve the presentation. What didn't work well? What made it hard for you to follow, or what could he have added or left out? Those are different things that you can think about. And you might have something else. Try, and when you say constructive criticism, that isn't saying, oh, I don't like his haircut, his suit was too small, his suit was too big. Any of those pieces, that's not constructive criticism. That's just an opinion on what you think he looks like wearing whatever he's wearing, or his haircut. So you want to come up with something that will help that person improve. And number 12, what group of people would benefit the most from hearing this lecture? Think about, is it going to be certain groups of people, maybe a certain profession, a certain age group, maybe certain young people that are looking at career choices. Any of those will be acceptable. And there again, you can use your text box and put it in. I hope this helps, and we will go over things we'll go over during class, but here's something if you happen to miss class, you can have this as a way to understand what's going on and what your expectations are. And if you have questions, you can always email me. You can always ask me in Google Classroom. So have a great day, folks, and let me see if I can figure out how to stop this video. And here we go. I don't think I need to do this. So yeah, this is like a blooper.